All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video Today we're going to talk about the cheapest Tesla in the world and really what country can you go to, or really what country is selling the cheapest Tesla at this point. And I found a couple different articles on where this is actually being listed at because there's a lot of price discounts these days, or at least like it seems like there's a lot of price discounts, at least in the Asia continents, and really just anywhere besides America and Europe. And so there was an article I just found that kind of it's pretty interesting. It shows that where you can go to get the cheapest priced Model 3 or Model Y or S or even X, and what country that actually is, and of course what trim it is as well. So we're going to take a look at it. It looks pretty interesting. But before we get into that, let's roll that intro real quick. Thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. We make, 3 to 4 videos a day now regarding Tesla content, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. So let's just jump into this. So shout out to Sawyer Merritt. He posted yesterday there's another country that has now discounted vehicles or Tesla vehicles. So quote, Tesla is now offering up to $10,000 in discounts on the inventory Model 3 and Model Y units in Singapore, with $5,000 incentives coming from the trade-in of a gas vehicle. So that's a pretty hefty discount. I mean, we don't know if this is 10,000 US or 10,000. I mean, it's probably 10,000 US, right? But that's like the equation of that. But that's no, actually no, $146,000. Actually, I don't even know if that's US or not. But anyways, the fact of the matter is there seems to be discounts everywhere across the world in the Asian area. So now we have it totaling to, now we've got discounts in Tesla China, Tesla Singapore, Tesla South Korea, Japan, and Australia. So shout out to teslanorth.com for posting this article. It basically seems like, yeah, there's a lot of discounts. And I guess this makes sense, right? Because these are all vehicles that are supplied by the Giga China factory for the most part. And so maybe, Giga Shanghai has ramped up now, and now we have a lot of inventory coming to the pipeline and ready to go. I mean, the cool thing is there actually is this website. I actually recommend it a lot for people that are searching for used Tesla vehicles, but you can actually see like how many vehicles are in the Asian continents or Asian areas. But looking at this, it doesn't seem like a lot. So I wonder why they're adding a lot of these discounts. Maybe they're just trying to get a lot of orders into the queue. Maybe they saw a lot of backouts or order backlog dropouts. Like, shout out to Troy Tesla for always keeping track of that. So maybe there's just a slight drop off. So I wonder what's going on. Something more, or they just basically need to build up their backlog so that they can deliver a lot of Tesla vehicles throughout this year. So hopefully we start to see something in the US. I mean, it's been pretty quiet, I would say, but it's only been 9 days since the New Year's after this last $7,500 discount disappeared. But this is the article that I thought was pretty interesting. So shout out to Drive Tesla Canada. .ca. They basically wrote an article in the sense that where can you go to find the cheapest Model 3 and Model Y across the world? So prices compared across 43 countries. And so they write a couple words on here. You can definitely read it if you want. But jumping down all the way to the bottom is where they have a nice infographic. And spoiler alert, it's the cheapest in China to buy a Tesla Model 3. So you can see right here, hopefully you can read that on the screen and see if I can blow it up. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So the Model 3 standard range, the cheapest, $33,851 converted to US. And then as you go up, it gets all the way up to the most expensive is Italy at $61,382. So where's the US in here? Because that's what we want to see, right? Okay, so the US is kind of lower to the bottom at $47,000, but that's insane. Like, look at the price difference between that, like $13,000 between the cheapest at China and all the way up to the US at 47. So, I mean, I'm not saying that there's room or margin to discount, but I mean, if they're selling it there, I mean, why not here, right? That's probably talking like very naively. But jumping to the long range, you can see the cheapest is $48,000 in the Macau, and then performance, again, China coming out of the gate with $48,000 for a Model 3 performance. So let's jump over to the Model Y, see if there's any, see if there's any changes here. No, out of the gate, China Model Y. And this is because they had, crazy discounts or price drops yesterday. They went like average 10% or even like $3,000 to $4,000 discounts across the board on all their different models. So China, and China for the Model Y, for the Model Y standard range, long range, and performance. Let's see where the US stacks up on this. I don't even see where the US, oh, that's right, because there is none. So I guess it's going to be right around here. So we're, US is definitely on the expensive. So maybe that's where all of Tesla profits are coming from. Looking at the long range here, US is number 10 at 66. So, I mean, I certainly think the long range I don't know about long range, but I certainly think that the standard range could be implemented and come under that $55,000 IRA mark to lower the prices for the Inflation Reduction Act so it qualifies for the tax credit, because I think that's going to be, if they can pull that off and price a lower than $55,000 Tesla Model Y standard range, that's really going to eat some of that market share from some of the other competitors out there. That's what I'm thinking. So if you support me on that, if you think that Tesla should lower their prices, check out my petition on why, not why, but Tesla should lower the prices to qualify for the Inflation Reduction Act so that they all qualify for the $7,500 tax credit. We're at 95 signatures so far right now. And this is basically just going like, I think we should sell more vehicles. Tesla should sell more vehicles. And if they lowered the vehicle prices to take advantage of the $7,500 tax credit, I think we'll get there, because the prices, they used to be that low. So like the Model 3 long range was $47,000 in April of 2021. Of course, that was a long time ago in a different time. Material costs, all that stuff, was a different time. I get that. And then the Model Y long range was $51,000 in April of 2020. Now it's $66,000. And that's kind of my cutoff. Like at $66,000 for a Model Y long range, that doesn't pencil to me. Like I could not recommend to, buy a car like that price range. For some reason, like that's a lot of vehicle. But at 50, 55K, under 55K, and what the Model Y long range used to be, like I remember buying my Model Y Performance for $59,000. Like that seemed like a stretch at the time. Like it seemed like it was way higher than what it should have been, but I still did it. But now paying $70,000 for a Model Y Performance, I'm not sure I could be drinking that Kool-Aid and get on board with that. But definitely check out, this petition if you want to support it. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let's jump into some comments.